Hello students, today I am going to teach you English language. The topic is synthesis of sentences. Students, listen carefully. The topic is synthesis of sentences. Synthesis. What do you mean by synthesis? Synthesis means to join two or more sentences together in the sense that meaning should not be changed. The meaning of the sentences should not be changed. The sense of the sentences should not be changed. Okay? Synthesis means to join two or more sentences together in the way that their sense should not be changed. Okay, it's all right. Now, how should I join the sentences? To join the sentences, there are some rules. There are certain rules. Look at the blackboard. Today, I will teach you part A of synthesis. Part A. There are three parts A, B, C. In synthesis. Today I am going to teach you a part of synthesis, that is combination of simple sentences into one simple sentence. Listen better. ध्यान दें, combination of simple sentences into one simple sentence. Simple to simple. There will be two or more simple sentences. Then we have to change them in one simple sentence. Okay? Come at the next point. There are some means. There are some formulas. There are some methods to teach synthesis properly. The first one is by using participle. First point is by using participle we can combine two or more sentences together. How? Look at the blackboard. Participle. How? First of all, you must know how the participle is formed, especially by using ing form to the first form of the verb. Okay? There are three kinds of participle also. You must know that: present participle, past participle, perfect participle. These are the kinds of participle. Especially by using ing to the first verb and by noting the second sentence in the same way, we can join both the sentences together. Okay? As you know, students, there are simple sentences and each simple sentence contains one subject and one predicate part. It means if there are two sentences to join together, there will be two subjects and two predicates. But if we have to form them only one sentence, then what will happen? One sentence will be changed into participle and another sentence, the second sentence will remain the same. Look at the blackboard. For example, he was tired. He was tired. Second sentence, he went to sleep. He went to sleep. I have to combine these two sentences by using participle. Look here. This is was. So this sentence should be changed into participle. Like being, started from being if there are is, am, are, was, were. Like these verbs. They will be changed in being. Being tired. The first sentence is, we can convert it like this. we can convert, we can transform it like this. He was tired means being tired. And we will add the next sentence to it. Okay? To being tired, he went to sleep. The sense of these two sentences is formed in one sentence. And the first sentence is changed into participle. Okay? Now, come at the next point by using an infinitive. By using an infinitive. Infinitive means 2 plus first form of the verb. By using infinitive in one of the sentence and the second sentence remains the same. Okay, like this we can change into one. Both sentences into one sentence. So look at this. For example, she is very fat. She is very fat. Next sentence, she cannot run. She cannot run. She is very fat. She cannot run. We have to combine these two sentences into one. Then what we will do? She is very. Use very T-O-O-2. She is too fat. She is too fat, and infinitive of this sentence to run. Because not is included in T-O-O-2 gives negative sense. Then the solution will be she is too fat to run. Okay? Now we come at the third point by using a preposition with a noun. First of all, we write preposition, then a noun. And the second sentence remains the same. For example, she heard the news of her husband's death. She heard the news of her husband's death. Second sentence is she fainted. We have to combine these two sentences. First of all, we use preposition. On hearing. She heard the news on hearing the news. Like this. Okay? On hearing the news of her husband's death, she fainted. She fainted remains the same. Okay? Now, next point is by using an absolute phrase. By using an absolute phrase. For example, the weather was fine. मौसम कैसा था? Fine. The weather was fine. Second sentence, we played cricket. हम cricket खेले. We played cricket. Then we have to combine these two sentences together by using absolute phrase. Like this, the weather, and in place of was we use being. The weather being fine. Okay? And the second sentence remains the same. We played cricket. Like this. The weather being fine, we played cricket. Okay. Now, come at the next point. By using an adverb. By using adverb or adverb clause. For example, we forgot to bring the keys. We forgot to bring the keys. And second sentence is that was unfortunate. Okay, now we will combine these two sentences together like this. He unfortunately, unfortunate को हम adverb बना देंगे unfortunately. तो he unfortunately forgot to bring the keys like this. Okay, this word unfortunate by being adverb will go after the subject. So he unfortunately forgot to bring the keys. At the subject place there is we. Then we should also use here we. We unfortunately forgot to bring the keys. And the last point is by using a noun or noun phrase. Phrase in apposition. By using a noun or phrase in apposition. Phrase in apposition. For example, Suresh is a good batsman. Suresh is a good batsman. Listen carefully. And second sentence is, he made 100 runs yesterday. He made 100 runs yesterday. Now we will combine these two sentences together like this. Suresh, who is Suresh? A good batsman. That is phrase in apposition. Okay? Suresh and a good batsman are the same. So we separate them by commas. Suresh, a good batsman, made 100 runs yesterday. This will remain the same. Okay? So Suresh, a good batsman, made 100 runs yesterday. That's all, students. This is simple to simple. If we have simple sentences and we have to make one simple sentence out of those two, then we will apply these formulas, these methods. Okay? So, I am giving you the assignment of it to solve. Read the chapter thoroughly and do the exercise. Okay, that's all.